Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. We've got a low in the north which is pulling down subtropical weather around the North Island, coming up from around Fiji, Vanuatu and New Caledonia and pulling down right into the North Island. It's bringing rain and warmth. You know, it may not necessarily be shorts and t-shirt weather, but it's warmer than average across many parts of New Zealand today. The South Island a lot more settled, well away from that low, in a calm area where you saw a few frosts, and some more frosts are coming in over the next couple of nights. So let's take a look at the rainfall. This is the next 24 hours from 6 a.m. this morning to 6 a.m. Wednesday. The areas in red in the north here, around that 30 to 35 millimetre mark. That's the general spread. And around the Coromandel Peninsula and Bay of Plenty, you're in those pink shadings, which is up around 50, maybe 60 millimetres here and there. And then the further down the country you go, the drier it gets. The blue in Wellington, just a couple of showers, very similar to around Southland and coastal Otago. Here's the 48-hour map. Not a lot of difference. So this covers all of Wednesday going into Thursday morning. The only real difference is more rain pushing down and towards Hawke's Bay. So you also go into that 30 to 35 millimetre mark, and a few more showers starting to accumulate around coastal parts of Southland and Stewart Island. Temperature wise, as I say, today is warmer than average across the country. This area here, not so much, because cold night, then the clouds come in over the top of it, so not much warming up there, but you can see where that subtropical flow is coming in, and this area here around the Kaikoura Ranges and inland is over 8 degrees above normal for this time of the year. Contrast that with tonight, and many places drop below average, especially in the North Island, where you're between 4 and 8 degrees below normal, and normal just means what's been recorded on this date historically over the decades. So tonight's a cool one despite that low in the north, and then we go through into Wednesday itself, the low stretching out, changing shape. That's why we're getting that rain now coming in around the Hawke's Bay area as it continues to break apart further north, and the South Island frosty start inland and not a lot going on elsewhere. On Thursday, we've got this cold change arriving, so it's all to do with high pressure. You might have noticed this year, most of our big weather events have been caused by high pressure, either parked down here or up here to the northeast. This one's driving in, as we've highlighted, this very cold wind that'll be coming in, but there's only a few showers with it. So it's not going to be overly dramatic, but it will drop temperatures once more, and with that low gone, now that southerly flow can work its way up the country. So Thursday, there is a chance of some snow, not a huge amount. We're only talking about 3 or 4 centimetres up in the mountains. Looks like the heaviest snowfalls will be up there sort of north of Kaikoura, up in the mountains where you might get 15. And that's a little bit of a combination of that cold southerly arriving into that warmer airflow to the north. So nothing too dramatic really. On Friday, that high, the same one that's pulled up that cold wind, pushes that cold wind into the eastern North Island. So now you're all getting it, and you'll find that the whole country pretty much is getting a temperature drop, just a few showers in the east and a few snow flurries up in the ranges. And our final map is for Saturday, and it shows that high pressure system fairly in control over New Zealand. So the frost will be coming back, and our pattern of mild days, cold nights will continue. Before I go, it's important to note that we are now past the solar winter. That's the 3 months of the year with the least amount of available sunlight. In other words, we're kind of past the worst of winter. Now we can still get winter blasts, frost, snow, all that can go right through September and into October. The astronomical end to the season of winter, which is based around the sun's rotation around the Earth's rotation around the sun, that isn't until the end of September. So it depends on how you define winter, but I think right now we are seeing an end to winter already around New Zealand, and early spring is coming in, but spring is full of cold snaps, just like this one. So never say never really to winter in this country, but for now it does look as though we can enjoy a bit of an early spring if you want to enjoy it. We've had a few complaints from people saying, kind of disappointed that winter didn't do its thing. We like a good cold winter. Someone said there wasn't very much snow in the basins around the South Island. Very true. A lot of snow in the mountains, but not very much lower down. That's good and bad news, depending on who you talk to. That is all from me for today, though. We'll see you again tomorrow with the latest.